Namaskar. My name is MahaJyoti and I'm your yoga host for this morning. And today I'm going to talk a lot about using mantra with the yoga practice, making the yoga practice meditative and an actual spiritual practice. And so the mantra that I'll be using in this class, although you may have your own personal mantra, is Bhavanam Kevalam, which means that love is everywhere or love is all there is. And so we'll be blending that into our practice today. So starting with Namaskar Mudra, closing the eyes, forming that mountain with the body, building that fortress with your heart, with your body, with your mind. Breathing in, breathing out. Imagine that your head is in the clouds, it is the apex of the mountain, and that you are shining as the sun is rising, being that magnificent mountain, that magnificent fortress. Breathing in, long breath, breathing out, and one more time, breathing in and grounding the mind body, and breathing out. So we're going to the beach today. So we'll bring our left foot forward. So I'm just stepping forward. I'm not doing a warrior pose. It's just a little step, just a little one. And so with this, it's actually a Qigong exercise. We're inhaling and leaning forward, exhaling and leaning backwards. So as I lean forward, I'm inhaling and I'm lifting my heel on my back foot. Exhaling and I'm lifting the toes on my front. Inhaling, drifting forward. Exhaling backwards. We'll do it one more time. Inhaling forward. Exhaling backwards. So then we're going to add the arms. So we're creating those waves coming up and down the front of the body. Making a big circular wave, inhaling and exhaling. And we'll do it one more time. Long inhale, exhale. And now we're going to blend that mantra with it. Bhavanam, 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 Love is all there is. Bhavanam. So we're sending this wave into the universe. That love is all there is. So there's this part of the wave where we're creating that ocean wave of peace, of calmness. That rhythm of the ocean is so captivating. And at the same time, we're sending our mantra, Bhavanam Kevalam, into the universe, sending that vibration, setting it free for ourselves and for all created beings. So we'll do it one more time. Bhavanam, leaning forward, Kevalam coming backwards. And we'll bring that front foot back next to its neighbor, bringing the hands, sealing that with a Namaskar Mudra. Again, breathing in, breathing out. Immersing ourselves in the mantra. So mantra means to liberate, And so we're liberating our minds, hearts, and souls. But it's not just for us, it's for the entire creation. So immersing ourselves in that ocean wave of Bhavanam, Cobra. Breathing in, breathing out. And then we're going to do a nice warm-up Vinyasa series. So inhaling these hands up, exhaling them behind the body, interlacing the fingers. So in this asana, we're going to shine our hearts. So again, we're going to shine that goodness, shine that loving kindness that you all have resting in your hearts, and we're going to shine that just like a beacon in the lighthouse into the world, into ourselves, interlacing our fingers, growing our mountains tall again, inhaling and then exhaling to the side, pausing the breath, Bhavanam, inhaling to the center, and exhaling to the other side, pulling those shoulders gently back. We don't want to pop a rib, just gently. Okay, voila. So I'm bringing my hands out the other side of the waist. So this is a real nice shoulder stretcher. Activates the whole front of the chest and the shoulders and the arms. Exhaling, coming down. So as we come down towards our knees, if your body is willing, you can raise your hands up to the sky. Listen to those shoulders, the wisdom in the muscles. Pausing the breath once again. Bhavanam. Inhaling and slowly, slowly coming up. So engaging all those muscles. And as we come up, we're going to exhale through our roots, exhale through our feet into Mother Earth. And then we're going to inhale into a gentle back breath. Inhaling back. So the hands will come down the buttocks. And we're going to pull the chin into the throat a little bit. Pause. And coming front and center. Once again, into mountain pose. And then we'll release the hands, inhale them to the front, exhale them around, and we're going to come all the way down to Mother Earth. And as we plant our fingers into the earth, we're going to bring one knee down, the other knee down. And this part of the series can be done in a low kneel like this, where you're sitting on your heels, or a high kneel. So this time I'll do it on a high kneel. Inhaling into Namaskar Mudra. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Interlacing those fingers once again. Growing nice and tall towards the sun, just like our plant friends. And exhaling to the side. Bringing those hands out of the waist. So we're opening that heart. Pausing. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling the other direction. Inhaling to the center. And now we're going to do a pose that's really good for the brain. We're going to dive down. And as we dive down, we're going to come on the crown, the very crown of our head. And so the hips will be up in the air a little bit. So exhaling down. Bringing the head to the ground. And once again, you can raise the arms up if your shoulders are willing. Lowering the shoulders and either coming up or planting your hands in the earth to help push you up. And then we're going to bring the wings up. I've got my toes folded underneath the feet. So I'm going to come down and plant this hand on my heel and make a star with this hand. Gentle back bend. Camel pose. Looking at the stars that guide us. Inhaling, those hands pass like ships in the night, and that hand comes down on your other ankle, building that star in the sky. So if you don't have a spiritual teacher that can lead you, one of your life's goals might be to find one. Inhaling both the wings out to the sides. Coming down to the mat, I like to come down on my fist. You can come down on your fingers. And we're going to lift those knees up and walk those feet forward. Walking forward and taking those wings out to the side. And they're going to come down once again to Namaskar Mudra. Breathing in. Breathing out. Sealing it with love. Sealing it with kind-heartedness. So we'll try this series one more time. So we're going to send those hands to the sky and have them come down behind the body. Inhaling, building that mountain, and exhaling to the side. So it's quite a stretch for the shoulders. And remember your yoga smile. Bhavanam, Kevala. Coming back to the center and gliding to the other side. Pausing the breath in Bhavanam, Kevalam, just shining that heart into the world and into yourself. And we lengthen the body first and then we fold. Exhaling over the hips. Coming down, lifting the arms, if you please. Inhaling, coming slowly up. Exhaling through the feet. And then once again, we'll inhale to the sky. Pulling the chin into the throat. Pausing here for a second. Love is all there is. Coming front and center. Coming back to our mountain. Then we'll release the hands in front and whirl them around and down. Planting them into the earth, coming down one knee at a time. And this time I'm going to do it with my blanket friend in a low kneel, which is a little bit different than what we just did. Inhaling those hands back to the heart. Centering ourselves in kind-heartedness. Inhaling this mudra up, and then we're going to release the hands, bring them back, and interlace those fingers once again. Inhaling, lengthening towards the sun, just like our plant friends, and exhaling to the side. Inhaling to the center, and exhaling to the other side. Inhaling to the center, and this is where we dive down, coming down on the crown of the head. Really nice for the brain. The hips can come off the floor. So we have a little pressure on that head. Really good for the memory. And then inhaling back up or pressing with your fingers into the mat. And as we come up this time, we're going to stretch the arms to the side and then behind us. So you're on your knees, you can feel the floor and bend back, or you can put the hands on your back with the fingers pointed down and stretch into a gentle back bend. Inhaling on the back bend, exhaling forward, coming into a tabletop once again. Then we're going to lift the knees so the toes are curled under and we're lifting the knees up. And we're walking those feet to the hands, inhaling the wings up and over, and coming down to the heart once again. So as we come down to the heart, we're going to actually take a giant step forward. So we're coming forward with our right foot, backwards with, reversed. Forwards with the left foot, backwards with the right. And these are like two skis again. The back foot may be on a slight diagonal, but they're like skis, two tracks. So bringing the hands together once we have a nice sustainable stance. And then inhaling those wings up, exhaling into that knee. For Virabhadra 1, Warrior 1, shining that kind-heartedness once again into the world. And then exhaling that front knee straight and the arms come back to the heart. Breathing in, breathing out, being that spiritual warrior, inhaling that commitment to that task, exhaling into that front knee. Being that warrior of loving kindness, spreading that every chance you get in the world. Exhaling that knee straight, bringing those hands back to the heart. And then we'll do that a few more times, inhaling up, yes. Exhaling down. But this time we're going to imagine, that there I am again. A sunbeam is in front of you. So you're going to lower those arms, bringing that sunbeam into the heart so that radiance of the sun can fill every cell in the body. In the torso, in the legs, in the arms, and the head. And we're pushing out all those troubles. So here we go, pushing them out, pushing out all shadows, all troubles, and taking them down, down to the earth. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, pressing those feet into the earth, getting ready to come back up with the hands to the heart once again. Pressing those feet into the earth, and here we go again. Sweeping those arms up and over. Exhaling into that front knee, making sure the knee doesn't go past the ankles. That's called a hyperextension, and we want to stay away from that. So tracking that knee, trying to feel it. You might just look down at it from time to time to make sure it's not going past that ankle. And then once again, that sunbeam is there in front of us, and we're going to pull that light, pull that brilliance into the heart, scanning up and down the body, filling all the cells and chakras of the body, and pushing out. So here we're going to physically push out all the troubles, no matter what color they are, and sending them down to the earth. Breathing in, breathing out. So our fingers are spread like starfish. And then we're going to bring that back leg next to its partner. Inhaling those wings up. Exhaling them down. Taking a moment to breathe in, to breathe out. And then we're going to step backwards because we're equal opportunity employers. And we're going to use both sides of the body. So remembering again, that back foot is on a slight diagonal. And the legs are on two separate tracks. Bringing the hands to the heart. So always starting in asana, always starting a spiritual practice from that heartful place. Inhaling and sweeping those wings up. Exhaling and coming down into that knee. So if the knee is going past the ankle, it probably means that you can lengthen your stance a little bit. So you should scoot your foot up or your foot back. So sweeping those arms up into warrior. Being that spiritual adventurer. So in this warrior pose, we pull in the abdominals, we pull in the tailbone. Exhaling, straightening that leg, bringing the hands back, bringing them back home. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, and then we'll breathe out and bringing those arms up and bending into that front knee. Bringing that spiritual energy into the world. And of course, before you can bring it into the world, you need to bring it into yourself and fill your gas tank. So that's part of what yoga practice can do, is refortify the spirituality in your tank. Exhaling up and bringing those hands into the heart. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling, exhaling back up, coming into that front knee. Sinking into that knee and feeling the strength of that back foot. So you're feeling both those feet equally in this pose. Oh, there's that sunbeam again. So we're going to lower those arms down and pull that light into the heart, into the mind, into the body. And imagining it filling every cell of your body with radiance. And pushing out all those shadows, all that darkness. And going, so we're hinging the hips and we're coming down. Coming down to Mother Earth. Breathing in, breathing out, and then we're going to press into those feet because we're coming up again. Inhaling up. Bringing the hands back home. And so we're going to do that one more time. Inhaling, sweeping the arms open and the heart shining. Exhaling into that front knee. Imagining that beam coming out of the heart, just shining heartfulness into the world. So what's our role in helping bring about balance in the world today and every day, in our backyard, with our friends? Consciously helping the world. Oh, here comes that sunbeam again. We're going to reach out and grab it, pull it into the heart, and visualize that brilliance filling up every nook and cranny. I don't know if that's translatable in the body. And once the body is glowing, then we push out all those shadows, all those troubles, hinging in the hips, coming down to the earth. Letting all those troubles go. Bringing our back foot up next to its neighbor. Inhaling those arms out to the side, over the head. Bringing them back down to the Anahata Chakra, the heart. Breathing in. Breathing out. Recalibrating that heartbeat. So then once again, we're going to go down, so bringing those wings up, just so that we can bring them back down. We're going to come down into tabletop. So in tabletop, the feet or the knees are hip width apart, and the hands are shoulder width apart. So grounding in Mother Earth. And then we're going to inhale and create that valley in the back. Exhale and dome the back. And we can even come back towards the heels a little. And for this part, you have to listen to those muscles in your knees. Inhaling, and as that inhale breath invites you up, build that valley in the back once again, always looking down so that we have a nice long neck. Exhaling, rounding the back, coming back toward the heels. Inviting that breath to inhale again, so then we have to come up to the original position. My hands are like starfish here, supporting. Inhaling into the valley. And exhaling into the dome. Coming back down, down, down. Inhaling and coming up. So then we're going to do this one more time, inhaling into the valley, pointing that tailbone up towards the sky, exhaling, pointing it down towards the earth. Feel that wave of energy in the back, and then coming back down. Moving everything slowly and deliberately and coming up with your inhale breath. So while we're here, we're going to take that left knee and bring it to the elbow and sweep that leg behind. Inhaling, touching the elbow or come close. Exhale, going behind. Inhale. So we have a little duet with our breath. Inhale, exhale. Can you feel that in your back? So this is so nice for releasing the back. And then bringing that knee down home to Mother Earth. And then we're going to do the same with the other side. Bringing that knee to the other elbow and back. Inhaling the knee. Exhaling the leg. Just like a little song. Doing this 4 or 5 times. And then we'll bring that knee and plant it in the earth as well. So we're going to take this one more distance. And now if your wrists are starting to talk to you, you can make a fist. Just tuck all those fingers in, fist with the wrist. And so for this one, we're going to first take the left leg and scooch it out behind us. Oops, and I'm too close to the chair. We'll start this again. Left leg out behind. And once you feel confident in that, then you're going to raise your right hand up. So it's opposite limbs, opposite legs and arms. Focusing downwards. Breathing in, breathing out. And then bringing those limbs in and in. And then we're going to try it on the other side and see how that side is. So raising that right leg. And breathing in and out with that balance. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift the left arm, opposite arm. So raising that arm up. Breathing in. Breathing out. Balance poses are always easier if we're focusing the eyes on something. So I think I have a piece of dandruff on my mat that I'm focusing on. And then bringing those body parts in. And then we're going to come down for Cobra. So we're coming down on our bellies. So I think we did Cobra last week, and a lot of you may be familiar with Cobra. So we have our starfish hands on once again. We're burying our forehead in the mat. And then we're going to inhale, rise up with our torso and with our arms. Hovering Cobra. Nadanam. Tivalam. And exhaling slowly down. So the Cobra is nice for so many reproductive massaging the digestive tract. It's good for the spine, so many things. So we'll try that again. Inhaling, coming up like the Cobra, being flexible as the Cobra, listening to these back muscles, watching out that you don't come up too high. So this is not a good pose to over effort. And exhaling and slowly coming down. Coming down into the earth. Coming into Cobra with that fearlessness that the Cobra has. Inhaling and rising. And this time as we lift the arms, we're going to slide them forehead forwards just a scooch. Coming into the Sphinx. So the Sphinx takes us one level higher. And this all depends on your body, how you are feeling today as to which stage. And as we exhale and come down, we lift the arms up and then place them into the mat and bring the head down. Taking a yogic breath. Inhaling into Sphinx again, so we're sliding that forearm forward. The legs can be together or apart in Cobra. And we're looking for fearlessness. knowing that inner supreme is always with us, so we can do many things. Inhaling, exhaling as we come down, lifting the arms, bringing them back down, bringing the head to the floor. And so for our last time, you can go back to any of the two versions we practiced, and we might also try coming up on the hands. So inhaling, holding those shoulders close to the body, coming up on the hands, making sure that the shoulders are not up on the ears like this. So we want them down. And then exhaling down. Coming down slowly. Being flexible like the Cobra. So we'll come up into the position of your choice one more time, inhaling and then rising up slowly. Remembering your yoga smile. Keeping those shoulders open and back like the sail on a sailboat. And then exhaling down. Sometimes I call escalatoring down. So, those escalators go slowly, slowly down. And as we come down, we're going to curl the toes and bring the hands towards the waist. As we come up into a tabletop, we're going to walk the legs forward. You get to see me crawl for a little while. So I come down so that I face you for our next pose, which is Jana Sharasana. So in Jana Sharasana, we're going to send one leg out to the side and send this other leg right into the thigh here. And then I'm actually going to bend this straight leg just a scooch. Let's scoot myself around a little bit. So that I'm on my heel of this straight leg. Inhaling those wings out to the side, over the head, growing straight and tall first, and then we're going to exhale those wingtips around the sole of the foot. So the neck is nice and long, so we're not drooping down to the knee. So this is a wonderful pose for the lower back. Pausing to remember Bhavanam, Kevalam. Love is all there is, and then inhaling those wings back up. Exhaling those wings down. Wrapping those fingers around the heel. And pulling the chin into the throat. Nice long neck. So we're pushing our abdominal muscles into the leg. Inhaling back up. And once again, we're going to fly back down. So we're always pointing towards that leg. Bringing our abdomen on the thigh. Tucking the chin in. Inhaling back up. And so I'm going to keep my hands here a minute because I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, switching legs. And remember, I'm straightening this leg first, and then I'm going to come up and bend it so that it's on my heel. Turning the torso so that it faces that leg. And then we're going to exhale and descend once again onto the sole of the foot. Bhavanam, Kevalam. Inhaling those wings back up. Exhaling back down. Vadanam. Kevala. And inhaling back up again. And then we're going to dive down one more time. So Jana Sharasana is also famous for, it helps to nurture hope. Nurture hope. So then crossing the legs, bringing those wings down, bringing the hands to the heart. Inhaling in, exhaling out. So now we're going to try Jana Sharasana 2 more times. And this time, as we bring one leg out and we have one leg bent, we're going to inhale those wings up, exhale down. So we're turning the torso towards the straight leg. Inhaling back up. And then we're going to turn towards this bent knee, bringing one hand down on either side of that bent knee. I'm going to push this straight leg a little bit to the side, and we're going to have lift off. Ta-da! Lifting off. So up on my knee, lunging, coming back down. And then we'll try this one time on the other side. One foot into my inner thigh. One leg straight, and then I'm up on the heel. And then I'm turning my torso towards the straightish leg. Inhaling up. Exhaling the wings down. Embracing your sole of your foot. Feeling that in your lower back. Nice stretch. Not overdoing it. So then we're going to lift the arms up and turn the torso towards this bent knee. And I'm going to bring the hands down on either side of that bent knee. And with the other leg, I'm going to turn it to the side. Thank you, dear. And then we're going to have lift off. We're going to lean forward and come up on one hand and extend the other hand forward and above the head. And we're flying. Keep along. Love is all there is. And then lowering back down. Coming back down to home base here. And so we're getting ready for, yoga massage. A little yoga massage. And this yoga massage is more for the nervous system and the lymphatic system. It's a neuro-lymphatic massage more than a muscle massage that we're used to getting and that I'm going to get in 2 hours. And so we want to charge those hands. So the theme today is kind of heartfulness, loving kindness. So we're going to send that into our hands. As we send them into the scalp, and we're going to make each movement 3 times, breaking over the top of the scalp. And then coming down to where a third eye is, that wisdom center, and going from side to side. And then the eyebrows. I think the head really loves this massage, and under the eyes. I'm ironing my wrinkles away, I wish. And then coming around the ears, under the eyes, and around the ears. around the triple heaters, and then we're going to come down the sideburns, across the cheeks, doing the whole face, and then coming down the sides of the nose. So we have sinuses there that, man, do they get full sometimes. And then the mustache from the center out. And then we're going to come underneath the chin and up. So I'm going to stick my thumbs in those lymph nodes that are right under your jaw. So sometimes it's nice if you have a tight jaw or you grind your teeth, just kind of go over your jaw while you're here. So it's nice to do any place in the yoga massage if there's a part of your body that tortures you. Crossing those, there's a river here of lymph nodes that comes down the neck. So I like to cross in front of that river. And I like to do the same thing in the back, where I hold all my stress. God bless me. And then we're going to wander over to the shoulder and give it a circle, coming up into those lymph nodes underneath the shoulder. And then just gently going down the arm. Maybe you do an extra circle around the elbow or around the wrist. Coming into the hands, where I like to unscrew each finger. And give it a loving tap. So then we'll come over to the other shoulder, go around it, circling around. And so underneath the armpit is this necklace of lymph nodes that protects the whole, all those organs in the upper torso. So we're giving it a jump start, the lymphatic system, the immune system. You will, and going around that, open up that elbow and wrist, coming down the arms and unscrewing each finger on this side. And giving a loving tap to that palm. So then we're going to take our arms in a T, and one goes up and one goes down, and we just gently hit whatever part of the back that we can. And just flow across it. It's like we're telling the back, love you, babe. And then we'll do this with the other hands. Just gently stroking the back. So this is loving up the nervous system and hoping that it will serve us well today. Coming from the chest, outside, and through the abdominals, and doing a little hammering on the back, going all the way down to the hips, up to the back. Oh, my hips are loving this. It's like we'll be doing this for the next 20 minutes. And then we'll come over and we're going to get that lower necklace that protects and is guardian in terms of the immune system and the whole lower half of the torso, which is right around here, right in that hip crease. So I'm digging in there for just a second or two, and then I'm just going to, I'm encircling the leg with both hands, come all the way down 3 times. 2, 3. Now this time I'm going to circle the knee, coming down and circle the ankles, bringing that ankle up, bringing it home. So I can slide my hands on both sides of the foot, the upper and the lower. These feet work so hard for us. So kind of loving them up and giving them a gentle touch. So then we'll go to the other leg, coming into this hip crease. where those lymph nodes are for the lower torso. So it's like you're giving your immune system a jump start. You know how your car battery goes dead sometimes, so we're loving them up so they'll serve us well. And then we're going to go down this leg 3 times. So I'm encircling my whole leg, embracing that whole leg, a different pass around the knee, a pass around the ankle, and we're going to bring that foot up so we can do the same with the foot on the tops, on the bottoms. Loving up that sole of the foot a little bit and rubbing it with your hands. So then we're going to go down for deep relaxation in a minute. So then we'll find a comfortable position on the floor. It might be on your back, it might be on your side, or maybe you'd like to lay down on your stomach today, but finding that comfortable position for deep relaxation. And melting that body, feel that sense of melting into the lap of Mother Earth. Using that breath to help relax your body so that on each exhalation, we're breathing out, we're letting those muscles go. Breathing in, loving kindness, kind-heartedness, and breathing out, relaxing the mind-body. Breathing in, heartfulness, letting that shine in the body, and exhaling, relaxing and calmness, letting things go. So we'll breathe into the head, and on the exhalation, we'll melt that head into the earth. Just letting it go, letting the neck go. Breathing into the shoulders and arms, feeling that energy coming into the arms of heartfulness, and exhaling and relaxing the arms from the fingertips all the way to the shoulders. Inhaling and filling that whole torso, front and back, with heartfulness, loving kindness, and exhaling, releasing that whole torso, melting it into Mother Earth. Inhaling and sending that loving kindness energy into the hips and the legs and the toes. And exhaling and relaxing. So finally, we'll try to embrace the whole body in our mind's eye. Inhaling and sending that vibration of loving kindness and heartfulness throughout the body. And exhaling and relaxing into the lap of Mother Earth. And then just returning to your natural breathing pattern. Inhaling Bhavana. Love is everywhere. That divine love envelops us like a blanket. It envelops the world. And it's here, and so many times it's playing hide and seek with us, that divine love. And yet it's all the masters, all the teachers tell us that it's everywhere. So I'm gonna end with a short tune. So with mantras, to keep them going in our head, to keep that attractive force. A lot of mantras are sung. They call to us louder that way. Bhavanam Kevalam, Bhavanam Kevalam, Bhavanam Kevalam, Bhavanam Kevalam, Bhavanam Kevalam, Bhavanam Kevalam. Love is all there is. Love is all there is. Bhavanam Kevalam, Bhavanam Kevalam, Bhavanam Kevalam, Bhavanam Kevalam. Love is all there is. Love is all there is. Bhavanam Kevalam, 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 Bhavanam Love is all there is. Love is all there is. Bring your hands together over your wisdom center while you're lying down, and then down to your heart, blessing yourself, blessing the world. May you always be filled with loving kindness and heartfulness, and spread it throughout the world with every opportunity you get. Namaskar. Thank you for coming.